So actually, you, madam and Salini madam and madam has actually mentioned that trabeculectomy is the gold standard. But actually, trabeculectomy outcome is not like a cataract surgery because its outcome is start from the second day. So it is associated with the many complication also. So my topic is the video assisting to how to actually address the shallow antechamber after the trabeculectomy. So as you know, the trabeculectomy is the very good modality to for the actually advanced glaucoma, but actually it have the some complication rate, so it requires the some very attention after the surgery. So these are the list of the complications. So when we see the in the early cases, you can find the very bleb leak, overfiltration, or color effusion when you are find the very shallow AC. And in the high, if the patient come with a high IOP, it is associated with the pupillary block, aqueous misdirection, and delayed suprachoroidal hemorrhage. So initially, when the patient came to us, actually with the shallow AC or deep AC, if the leaking bleb, so you have to do the Siddle test first, like that. So So this patient actually came, the patient was not very shallow AC, but actually there was a shallow AC, so you can find the very Siddle test is positive. So initially actually this is the first day of the surgery. So you can just put a one suture to actually do to actually address this problem. It is very one suture, or sometimes you can do. Yeah. Just second thing. So actually this patient actually initially operated elsewhere actually for the cataract surgery. So initially when the patient came to us, actually pupillary capture and secondary glaucoma, and initially actually done the trabeculectomy surgery. But after the 2 weeks of the surgery, I actually find the conjunctiva slightly retracted, slightly toward the posteriorly, and the Siddle test was the positive. So actually, when the patient came to us, so you have to first actually diagnose what are the cause. So that in this case, the conjunctiva is retracted, so it is not properly actually sealed during the surgery. So initially, actually, this patient actually we just put the some amount of the saline to actually advance the conjunctiva, elevate the conjunctiva, and just undermine properly again. And then after that, we actually also put the some relaxing cut to advance the conjunctiva like that. And this patient actually just make a side port is already made. So just I see there was a leak from the scleral flap. So we put the one suture. So I did not actually remove the releasable suture, actually gel only one suture, and then after that we conjunctival suture properly. So in the both side we properly suture, and one suture also put in the central part of the central part. So we can just after the central part the bleb is formed properly. So this patient actually doing the bell after the surgery. So this is the post-op picture of this patient is doing bell. So when the patient come to the bleb leak or sometime overfiltration, you can just wait for the sometimes like the 5 to 7 days, and then you can do the patch in this type of the cases, and sometimes reduce the steroids and put the some pressure patch over it. And if there is no actually find if the Siddle test positive again, you have to do the surgical intervention. When the patient is also shallow with the overfiltering bleb, so this is the case again you can find. This patient is actually the BCV is actually 3/60, and the post-op we find the shallow AC, and there was a synechia also, and the pupil and the optic capture. So I took this patient again. So initially we released the synechia properly. This patient actually done phaco trap. So release the synechia in the both sides. So we make the two side port, and then you can see there was a overfiltration due to the very loose suture at the level of the scleral flap. So after the removing the sutures, you have to just retract the conjunctiva very carefully, because if you damage the conjunctiva in this stage, the fibrosis of bleb is much more higher, so the bleb become fail. So this patient also put the Ologen implant, and in this case, so by this region, so we put the suture over it, and put the one suture at the arm of the scleral flap. This was a triangle flap, so we put properly and conjunctiva was closed. And after that, we actually find that titrate the patient, remove the all viscose, and then hydro stitch done, and put the air bubble also. So when the patient came to the shallow AC with elevated IRP, so the differential diagnosis of this, the aqueous misdirection, pupillary block or delayed suprachoroidal hemorrhage. So actually this is the patient actually came to us the very 4 to 5 years before. The patient vision was 6/9, shallow antechamber, and this diagnosed the primary angle closure glaucoma. And other eye had the actually IOPs were 30 and phacomorphic glaucoma also. So I removed the cataract first, and the IOPs actually actually become normal. And right eye we do the laser iridotomy. So after that, but the patient actually lost the follow-up 4 to 5 years, and the 0.4 cupping of the right eye became the 0.9, and left eye became absolute. So I did the patient. Actually, I planned the patient for the trabeculectomy. Actually, the patient also operated phaco elsewhere. So the patient came to us the very flat AC, and patient came to us with a very actually pain also. So the IOP was very high, and you can see the uveum also very anti-segment is the actually go toward the anti-side. So I took for the surgery after the IOP control. So this is the condition. So I try to make a first we make a side port, but actually when you make a side port, actually the side port actually just touch the iris also, because the antechamber is very shallow. So I just try to make a slightly deepen the chamber to actually just enter the iris repositor, and then I reposited the iris properly, and then we make a space to put the some amount of the visco, and then I actually the PI also done actually before the surgery, and also by the NDR. So we go just behind the aisle, and then just do the jonules, actually cut it with the jonulodectomy, and then we do the thorovitrectomy in this case. So during the vitrectomy, actually chamber become slightly deepened. So we do the anterior part of the vitrectomy, and then also cut the some amount the peripheral part also, and then the chamber become deepened. And then remove the synechiae also, and the pupil becomes slightly circular, and the iris is reposited, because the iris also actually touch in the ostium. So after the completion, during the completion, we put the air bubble also. So of the first post of the AC was reaction, there was some hypopyon, but actually for the 4 to 5 days the hypopyon is gone, and the chamber become deepened, and you can find the bell form AC also, and the IP become control. Just a minute. So this patient also actually very cystic black is the late complications. So the chamber was very shallow, not very shallow, but actually the iris is actually engaged into the ostium. So just first we reposited with the help of the repositor, we iris actually toward the pupil, and the pupil become circular. Then we cut the conjunctiva around this cystic bleb, and do the some amount of the cautery in this case, and the all tenant is removed again, and then also the cystic part is removed, and then you see actually there was a leaking, very large leaking. So I put the scleral graft in this case and suture it properly. So this patient also doing very well. So we actually I follow this patient about 4 to 5 years. The patient is well controlled. Till last visit, there was a single AGM. So there are many conditions actually associated with the complications. So you should actually first actually notice what are the cause of the complication and do the meticulous surgery. Thank you so much, sir.